Lionel Messi is the greatest footballer on the planet at the moment. True or false? Well, I'll tell you what, Argentina are through to the finals of the 2022 FIFA World Cup in Qatar. Hello and welcome to Matchday Live from the 246. I'm your host, Damien Best. Well, 4 analysts are tasked with examining today's demolition job over Croatia. Former national player and technical director of Kickstart Rush Football Club, and of course, former national player Pee Wee Gilkes. Renaldo, good evening to you. Ytannia Wiggins, a certified referee and level 1 coach, is with us as well. Gabriella Lopez, former captain of the Barbados under-20, under-21 national women's teams. Kenneth, Onyekwe, a resident statistician, and our special guest on tonight's show, Kevon Clarke, a FIFA Tier 2 assistant referee. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. As usual, we will take a break, and then when we come back, Messi and Alvarez combine to torment Croatia. Back here on Matchday Live from the 246, yours truly, Damien Best, all sponsored, of course, by Guardian Group. Well, Argentina reached the World Cup final for the first time since 2014 with a 3-0 semi-final win over Croatia today. A masterful Lionel Messi scored a penalty and Julian Alvarez struck a sensational brace. Yeah, simply deadly. Croatia looking to reach the final for the second World Cup in a row, and Argentina waiting 8 years to have another chance at the trophy. Kenneth, just when you think there are no more records for Messi to break or match, he comes up with new ones. Exceptional performance today.
Fantastic performance by Messi today. Really inspirational stuff. Unlike the golden champions that have gone home, this is what you call a talisman that's playing for his team. And like you said, Messi is here to smash a lot of records and possibly knock Diego Maradona off the perch of being Argentina's greatest ever player. Already, Messi is already the oldest player to score 5 goals in a single World Cup edition. He's already Argentina's leading scorer at World Cups. He's already the only player to score an assist in 4 World Cup games in the whole history of the World Cup. He's now level with Diego Armando Maradona on assist at the World Cup, and he's already level with Lothar Matthäus as the player with the most appearances in the World Cup, 25. So when he appears, he was very, very careful in this game not to get injured. When he appears in the final, he will break the record of being the most capped
usually no spaces to break down. But with the speed and the, I would say, the guile and combination of Messi and Alvarez, I was saying today to my friend who supports France that when you look at these two, that's a big difference with Argentina. Before, yes, they had Aguero and they had Higuain, but to me, Higuain and Aguero were never as clinical as Alvarez. It shows now that Messi now has someone to convert and basically support his creativity. So looking at Argentina today, they've been growing consistently since the first game when they lost against Saudi Arabia. You know, everyone was jumping their hands in the air saying, hey, this team is a pretensive team. But I remember Kenneth and Coach Keith Griffith were saying, hey, these guys have the quality to go all the way. And as Kenneth so eloquently and detailed put just now, Messi is a talisman. It just showed today, especially when you look at the third goal. I swore that there was an extension to the field because there was no space to go. And I don't know where he found the extra bit of space to go past the defender and find Alvarez with the pinpoint pass to put the game away for Argentina.
Yeah, definitely. His moves were silky smooth. Ytannia, does this mean that Messi's moment has finally come? He will lift this trophy, France or Morocco ahead? Paint the picture for us.
Damien, I'll probably say yes to Messi's World Cup moment. Let's think about it. Argentina now has played in 5 World Cups, and this is his 25th appearance. So if not now, never. With Cristiano Ronaldo and Neymar out, it's left possibly to him and Mbappe to kind of slug it out for most goals because they're both on 5 goals, but Messi has more assists. So it's going to be youth versus experience in that final if it does come to fruition. And at 35, I think Messi is playing at his best. He's never played any better. And he kind of preserved himself in the game today. I mean, midway through the first half, I think every Argentina had fear in their eyes when he appeared to clutch his hamstring and rub it. But somehow he came back in a thrilling way with all his swivels and driving past to set up the third goal for Alvarez in the 69th minute. I think epitomizing his confidence and swagger. I think Messi's embracing the responsibility of leading Argentina to its 3rd World Cup title, scoring in 5 of his 6 games in Qatar. Those dark days and losing to Saudi Arabia in the opening group match, long gone. And I think now it'll be hard to stop Messi if he's in the final playing this well.
Well, you paint such a beautiful picture, Gabby. But on the other hand, why didn't we not see any fireworks from the old workhorses in Croatia?
So, we didn't see much of anything, really nothing from the more experienced players of Croatia. Argentina even went as far as making a tactical decision to move from a 5-3-2 from the Netherlands game to now a 4-4-3 today to add an extra midfielder to arguably deal and compete with the Croatia trio of Modric, Brozovic, and Kovacic, and they just couldn't. They were nothing to compete with. Where were they? Their best opportunities today came from one of their center backs in Lovren. I know all in all, we spoke in the initial stages about Croatia being an aging team, but in retrospect, they have done a good job to get to the semifinals, but having come off of games that went into extra time and then penalties in, their games against Japan and Brazil, aging legs, tired legs. What can you say?
Yeah, definitely. Well, we're going to get to Kevon in just a moment. We're going to take a commercial break. Kevon has the answer. Was the first goal really, I don't know, a penalty or not? He'll answer that in just a moment. This is Matchday Live from the 246. Continue here on Matchday Live from the 246, all sponsored by the Guardian Group. Kevon, Lionel Messi steps up to the penalty spot and scores. Was it really a penalty? You are the expert here on the panel tonight.
Hi, good night, everybody. Good night to Barbados.
Soft calls from referees. We're going to get into VAR a bit later on too, as well as we try to dissect that machinery and all the work that goes on behind the scene. But taking a look now at our CBC Fantasy Football League for just a moment. Can anyone catch Rice and Sue before we hit the finals on Sunday? Is a difficult task. Out of 75 teams entered, Rice and Sue has 343 points overall, with 28 of those secured today. He has Lionel Messi, Moussa Dembele, and Kylian Mbappe in the front line there. And you know the drill if you want to be part of it. It's late, but you can still get in. You can use the FIFA Fantasy app, of course, and the code to enter OZVH29KR. We've got our predictor game going as well at the bottom of the screen. Predict the semifinals tomorrow as well as the finals.
So then the Ruel fall off the pecking order.
Yes. Our technical man Ruel Ford is way down the pecking order, probably about 50th by now.
I probably know why, because you know he's an Argentinian fan, so he probably focused more so on the World Cup now than the fantasy, the real World Cup more so than the fantasy.
Oh, that's a low blow. We're going to have to take it up a bit later on. We'll see how it goes after tomorrow's semi. Maybe we'll have some changes as well, but you can be part of all the action. Well, of course, we're going to talk about the game coming up tomorrow, and we want to take the questions from the fans as well. The number 228-5562. Send on those WhatsApps. We'll try to discuss them here on the show. We've got an action-packed show for you tonight. And semi-final number 2 of the World Cup. That kicks off tomorrow. France up against Morocco. Let's take a look. Definitely looking forward to that contest. Renaldo, let's get straight into it. Morocco with a combination of injuries to key players as well as France's quality and experience. You think that the defending champions should go on to win?
Against Spain and powered through the remaining, end of that game and most of Portugal's encounter as well. So hopefully he's gotten the treatment that he's needed to come out tomorrow and be the skipper for the team that has fought so hard to get this far.
Yeah, it's going to be fine margins in that game tomorrow. We're going to take another break, and when we come back, we get the views of the other analysts. This is Matchday Live from the 246. The finish line fast approaching here on our show. Ytannia, let's get straight to you. Mbappe, Giroud, well, they've been taking most of the headlines, but as we were mentioned before there, Griezmann is the man to watch. How do Morocco try to secure, well, to keep him off the ball?
I mean, I'm going to agree with Renaldo for once. I think the reinvention of the Atletico Madrid player as a number 8 patrolling the midfield to run the games has been a masterstroke by the French coach. He's so important for the Le Blues. Like, he has an attacking brief for his club, and he plays in areas where he's expected to score and make more decisive passes. But for France, he does a lot. Even if it's not exactly beautiful, he's been outstanding, creating more chances than anybody else in this World Cup so far while recovering an average of at least 5 balls per game. He drives the midfield. And if he's on, then I think the French front three is going to be devastating going forward because he provides the dimension by linking the play from the defense to the midfield, creating chances, and he also scores. He takes set pieces. If France is to come home with this World Cup trophy in their hand, Griezmann may not have scored if his name isn't on the score sheet. I think the French wouldn't care the slightest. However, they need to thank him for his amazing adaptability.
We're going to get to Kenneth and Kevon in just a moment. Thanks, Ytannia. But right now it's time for our play of the day, and we'll get a look at that and see who that really is. Of course, it's going to be an Argentinian. As they say, persistence is to try, and he definitely persisted, scoring that goal there. Outstanding effort. Kenneth, let's get back to our other topic as well. What would this mean for Africa if Morocco make it to the final on Sunday?
It will mean a lot, quite a lot. You know, Morocco has already broken the barrier of African teams not getting beyond the quarterfinals and going into the semi-final. And now, if they can make it into the final, that will be huge because, you know, that lets all the other African teams know that, you know, there are no limits.
We've got about 2 minutes before the lotteries. We take another break here. But a CONCACAF referee is going to lead the charge tomorrow as well.
Yeah, I don't want to seem particularly biased in that respect, but it's always nice to see persons from your region striving and excelling, especially when it comes to the world's greatest stage. Cesar Ramos, he's a referee of 9 years experience on the FIFA list. He's already done the Club World Cup final. He was a participant at the 2018 World Cup, where you think he did 3 games. And he's already done 3 games at this World Cup, and I think he's handled himself really well. I know some persons are expecting the game tomorrow to be really scrappy. He's a Mexican referee. The Mexican League, Liga MX, has a lot of tough games, so I know that that's something that he's prepared for. So just looking forward to see the performance from another CONCACAF official tomorrow.
Well, we're going to take another break, Kevon. Thanks so much for that information. We take a break here on Matchday Live from the 246 for the lotteries.
Think before you click, patrons. Think before you click. Don't forget now. Before you spread wrong information. Think before you click. Just stop and think. Think before you click. BBS. Think before you click. If you can't confirm the source of the information, think before you click. When friends send news to your phone, check the source or leave it alone. Cause people creating fake news to deceive you and confuse. Alright yo, accident broadcast on WhatsApp. Check yourself, don't forward that. Have respect for the victim's family. You would not share family like that. Think before you click. Agents, think before you click. Don't forget now. Before you spread wrong information, think before you click. Just stop and think before you click. Think before you click. If you can't confirm the source of the information, think before you click.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Morning Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Affair segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morningbarbados@cbc.bb. And together we will travel the world.
Some ask, what makes Barbados so special? We at Morning Barbados say it's you, our exceptional youth. You are talented, resilient, and inspirational. You are the epitome of the Barbadian spirit, testing the boundaries of your creativity. If you are an entrepreneur, artist, baker, designer, author, or have done anything you think should be highlighted, email us at morningbarbados@cbc.bb. Let us show the world our exceptional Bajan youth.
Books open your heart, your mind, and your soul. They are educational, entertaining, inspiring, and motivating. Are you an author of a recent book you want to share? Then Morning Barbados would love to feature your book in our The Next Chapter segment. Send us an email to morningbarbados@cbc.bb. That's morning without the G. Come and let us turn those pages together.
While you go about your business, we go about our business, and that is gathering the news. Stay up to date at CBC News Barbados on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Get news update on radio throughout the day. And join us for the CBC News Night at 7 every night. CBC News team is on the job and bringing you the news.
Because you love English Premier League, MCTV has got it back. Now you can watch all the games of the English Premier League plus UEFA and NFL on MCTV.
Welcome back to Matchday Live from the 246 here on CBC TV, all sponsored by Guardian Group. Well, we've had some contentious calls during the World Cup, and most of the decisions have been centered around the video assistant referee system, or VAR. Kevon, explain why we should trust the VAR decisions.
Well, I think the most important thing is to remember that VAR is in the computer system.
Because you love English Premier League, MCTV has got it back. Now you can watch all the games of the English Premier League plus UEFA and NFL on MCTV. Current customers can upgrade to Matchback Extra at just $23. Call MCTV today at 228-6288 to upgrade, or come in and sign up for our new service. Football fans, let MCTV get you back in the game.
the beginning, because there were so many instances where we had questions. Japan and there, the ball appears across the touch line and then they score. I mean, it's been crazy, but I'm glad that you're here now at this crucial stage. Let's take some WhatsApps first, and then we continue on our discussion. This one says, Argentina deserved to win for me because they've created the most dangerous chances and converted. Kenneth, you can take that one.
Well, I mean, there is a case for Argentina because, yes, Messi is leading on with regards to shots on target. But have they scored the most goals? I mean, back to the FIFA referee, you know, they've created the most chances. The person that sent that WhatsApp is nicely forgetting that Argentina have been awarded 4 soft penalties. 4 very, very well. Not all of them were soft, but you know they've been very generous with us awarding Argentina penalties to break the deadlock. Very important to break the deadlock. Brazil, even the mighty Brazil, didn't get such gifts. So yes, Argentina has been right there, but I'd say that the French have been the ones that have been the most creative in terms of chance creation.
I thought you were going to say the most creative in acting, but we'll leave it there. This one says, like it or not, there is a narrative to do as much as possible to give the great Messi an opportunity to win a World Cup before he retires, like the Messi handball that wasn't called and punished when he was on a yellow. Kevon, you aware of that situation?
I was going to ask if you saw it. You saw it, Kevon?
I unfortunately didn't watch the game, but because I have Princess Ulama, international referee, you know, my phone kind of exploded asking why aren't these yellow cards being given and et cetera, et cetera. So just for a point of clarification, it's not every handball, it's not every intentional handball that a yellow card is given for. There's specific situations where sanctions are given for yellow cards. For instance, if you handle the ball and it happens to be stopping a promising attack, then those kind of situations would be yellow cards. Or like the Luis Suarez situation where he handled the ball and it denied an obvious goal. That's a red card. But it's not every time that the ball is intentionally handled that it fits the criteria for a yellow card. So in those kind of situations, we have to analyze it a bit more than just saying it is a handball, and put a bit more consideration into it before sanctioning is given.
All right, so we've reached that time where we're going to have to put a wrap on proceedings. Looking ahead to tomorrow as well, quickly, Ytannia, a scoreline for you, as well as Gabby.
My gut is with France, but if Morocco could put together a good game plan to counter the French, I want to say 1-0 to France.
Gabby, take a swing.
Mine is 2-1 France.
2-1 France. Kenneth?
2-0 France.
2-0 France. And of course, Pee Wee.
Yeah, I said 2-1 to France. France have conceded a goal in each of their encounters thus far, so I'll say 2-1 to France.
Well, we've got your predictions all in. All is left for me to put a wrap on things. Thanks so much to our entire technical team on behalf of those behind the scenes. This has been Matchday Live from the 246, all sponsored by Guardian Group. I'm Damien Best. Join us again tomorrow from 8:30 for a review of France versus Morocco. Good night.